We're going to talk a little bit about smartboards. The word smartboard gets thrown around a lot these days. It's become a term for interactive whiteboards. The word smartboard is actually a trademarked name by the company Smart Technologies. This is a smartboard, model SB680. It's their 77-inch board. It's touch sensitive. There are other brands out there, Hitachi, Polyvision, Mnemonics. They all have interactive whiteboards. They do the exact same thing. They're just not made by Smart Technologies, so it's not a smartboard. Just want to show you a little bit about the smartboard. It's a touch-sensitive board. As you can see, I can operate it just by touching it with my finger, opening up new tabs in Firefox and all that good stuff. This board has circuitry behind the surface, so it responds to pressure. It's a pretty durable board, can take a beating. However, you want to be sure not to puncture the surface. It can be damaged. Sharp objects can puncture it. That can damage the board. It could create a dead spot. It could possibly even damage the entire board, in which case it wouldn't work. So you want to be a little careful around it. So as I mentioned, this is the Smart model SB680. There's the 640, it's a 48-inch. There's the 660, 64-inch, and the 680, the 77-inch. There's the 685, that's an 87-inch. Then there's the 690, that's a 96-inch. Those are both widescreen boards. You want to use widescreen projectors with them. They also have different configurations of these boards. You can get them with super close projectors. Comes with the arm and the projector, sort of similar to this one. They have projectors in the 2000 lumen range. We have various other super close projectors up to 3500 lumens that will work with this board. You can team them up with any of those super close projectors, wall mounted or cart mounted. As you can see, this is on an iRover cart with a Hitachi projector. If you're just using the board, everyday application, maybe a business environment, you'll have this little tab in the corner or on the side of your board here. You can tap on it. It's going to bring up your toolbar. Have the mouse cursor, pen, highlighter, eraser, align tool, shapes, right click, on-screen keyboard, link to the notebook software. The notebook software, this is what everybody looks for. This is very popular with teachers. It's great in a classroom. It's very intuitive. You can do a lot with it. You can create lessons. You can make lesson plans. You can have your students using it. You can save all of them in the notebook format. You can pull them up for later classes. You can save them, use them every year, every day if you wanted to. Just all around, excellent program. Primarily what people like about the Smartboard the most. They like this program. We got link to document camera, cameras. You got all your drawing tools up here. As you can see, you can click on a pen. Let's make a purple dotted arrow. You know, we got our line there. You can highlight. You know, if we had some text on there, it could be highlighted. You can save all of these as different images that can be pulled up later on. You can undo, you can save, you can open new files. You can do all that in there. It works just like any other board. We got our little toolbar here, and we want to write. I can select a pen. I can, you know, circle what's on my screen here. I can draw arrows. Basically writing anything that's pulled up on your computer, whether it's the internet in this case, or you can draw on our desktop if we wanted to do that. Yeah, it works the same way as anything else. You can save the image that you're drawing. So if I wanted to save an image of my desktop with the squiggly line on it, you click that, you can save it. But we have the highlighters here. You know, you can highlight text, you can erase your different size erasers. You got a line tool here, which is actually pretty neat because we can draw a line, and that's actually an arrow. And it's always straight, it's always pointing out at whatever you want it to. And it'll have a nice arrow. If you wanted to highlight something, make sure people see it, you draw that arrow to it. When you are just using the mouse, you know, we can operate the computer just like we normally would. Do we have to go back to our computer to browse the net or click on a website that we don't have saved in our favorites? No, pull up the on-screen keyboard. There we go. Let's move it out of the way. Let's do a Google search. What are we going to search for? How about everyone's favorite website, Touchboards? And there we go. Boom, there it is. Touchboards.com. As you can see here, we have our shape tool. I want to put a big circle around the Touchboard's name. Can put a triangle around this butterfly if we wanted to, you know. Want to get rid of them, we click the little curved arrow. We have our right click button here. So we're going to select the mouse, we're going to hit right click, and then we just hit whatever we want to right click. Now look, there we go to right click. Now it's going to say close ink layer. We want to do that. And we're back to our live desktop again. We can click how to order. You can see our contact phone number here. I'm going to highlight that for you. there's our Touchboard's phone number. If you have any questions, feel free to call us at that number or email us at sales@touchboards.com.